How's it going, boys? We're here with another Vancouver Canucks Legends GM mode. And last time I was asked to show off the power play and penalty kill lines. So there's our normal lines there. Here is the power play and the penalty kill. And you know what, for the sake of this, I'll show off the defense as well. And goaltenders in net, I think Nedeljkovic had one, maybe two losses. I can't exactly remember, so I'm just gonna roll with one. I'm gonna go ahead and say he only had one loss left. I think that's right. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep simulating. I'll just keep rolling with the team here. I think we got a really good team, and so he loses his first game. I think we got a great team here. There were some talks about us, I shouldn't say talks, there was a comment about us trading Ty Ratty or one of the goalies for a legit second liner, so we can have a really good second liner to go along with Matthews and Kuznetsov on that line. And let me talk about my reasoning behind this. In the upcoming offseason, we have to sign Matthews or Nedeljkovic. Their contracts are up, and I would love to hold on to both, although I don't think it will be possible. Just due to the fact that they're going to want a lot of money. Nedeljkovic loses one game there. Oh, God. 1-1-1 there in a 3-game stretch. But I'm going to have to sign one of them in the offseason. And right now, I think we have, I don't know how much we have in cap space, but I know it's not enough to hold on to both of those guys. If we do somehow manage to hold on to both of them, I don't know if I'd want to hold on to Matthews anyway, because he's too good to be a second liner. I don't want him just wasting away when we could get so much more back for him, instead of him just kind of, I don't want to say reducing, I guess, kind of wasting away on the second line a little bit. He could easily be a first line center anywhere. My goodness, we are doing shit right now. We've lost like every game but 2 so far in this month. My God, we got to get it together. But we're going to have to make a decision. I think Matthews is going to be the one to go. And I think we could trade him for depth, because that's something that I think this team is lacking, as we need some depth scorers. Yes, we got Matthew Tkachuk on the team, Victor Rask too, I guess. Those aren't the type of guys that I think of when I think of depth scoring. I want somebody who, oh, holy shit. I think I need to change something up here, because we just keep losing. God, I gotta switch the goalies. If he has more losses than wins, I'm gonna change up the lines a little bit, because this is a little disheartening that we've lost so many games in the month of January. But anyway, oh shit, what was I saying? Oh, we'd have to get some depth, because I feel like that's something we're really lacking. When I think of a depth scorer, I think of somebody who is super good offensively, but maybe not the greatest defensively. And Victor Rask is a little more of a two-way forward. I'd like to see him a little better offensively. And Jesus, Nedeljkovic is struggling. Apilka is struggling right now. I think the team is just going through a little rough patch right now as he gets a win against San Jose. We would need somebody who could be a really good depth scorer for us. I think when I think of somebody like that, I think Johnny Gaudreau. He'd be a good guy to get for the second line, and we could get him and then a third line scorer. I can't think of one right off the top of my head that plays for Calgary, but you get the idea that I'm getting at. We need some depth scoring on this team, and I don't think the guys that we have are particularly that great at being a depth scorer. So we could trade him for depth. There's plenty of options left that we can do. And then we come to the goaltending situation between Nedeljkovic and Apilka. Obviously, I'm going to pick Nedeljkovic 10 out of 10 times, because he's got franchise potential. He's already growing as a goalie. And it sucks for Opelka, but he just wouldn't have a future on this team if we held on to him. So he's going to have to be the one to go. And he's got 2 more years left on his entry-level deal. With that being said, I think we can hold on to him for at least another year and a half and trade him at next year's trade deadline. Either that or hold on to him until his entry-level deal is up, and then trade the rights to him or something along those lines. Like qualify and then trade him. I don't know, something like that. There are lots of options that we can do, and if we do end up trading him, one thing that we need to do is get a backup if our prospects are not ready yet. And I'd like to also get a little bit of depth scoring. I think we could improve our defense a little bit, even though that's not really what I've been talking about this entire time. We could improve our defense a little bit. I think we have enough 7th defenseman prospects that we could package some of those guys in there and get a really good defenseman. I'm just saying there are lots of options, and I'd love for you guys to brainstorm a little bit, and let's see what you guys can come up with, because you guys are great at coming up with ideas, and almost always your guys' plans work out. So I'd love for you guys to just see what we could do with the potential roster moves that we'll have to make. It'll be interesting in the upcoming off season and everything with what we'll have to do. But as far as I'm concerned right now, this team is staying together. Game against Colorado, and we lose. So Nedeljkovic is back out of the net. He's been struggling. I don't like to see that, but I don't think there's really that much we can do right now, honestly. We just got to keep going with it. I mean, he went 3-3. Not particularly great, but you know what? For 85 overall, that's not bad. That's not bad. How many games has he played this season? He's played 40 games so far. He's won 25 of them. Opelka's played 24 and he's won 13 of them. So Opelka's got the better winning percentage, but he's also played a smaller sample size. So, and let's be honest, we all know who the better goalie is here. I'm just going to go past the trade deadline, mostly because I like this team how it is. I think this team, how it is right now, can win the Stanley Cup. So I'm very happy with the team how it is. Alright, so as we talk to our players and all that, game against Anaheim, we lose. Oh, my goodness. We're really going on a bad stretch here. Man, Opelka just goes 0-1-1 in his 2 games in, and he's right back out of the net. I don't like to see that. I really don't. We need to heat up before we're going to the playoffs, because it's not whether you're the best team or not. In my opinion, it's whether you're hot or not, because you can be the LA Kings going in there, and what was it, 2012? They were the hottest team going into the playoffs, and they stayed hot during their playoff run, and they ended up winning the cup. So, as far as I'm concerned, you just need to get hot going into the playoffs, get hot at the right time, and you can have a really good playoff run. And we are really struggling. My goodness. This is what I'm talking about. I said this just before the start of the season. We don't have the greatest goaltenders, and if the rest of the team isn't clicking in front of them, they're not gonna steal us games. I mean, you see, 2 of the last 3 games were 1-goal games. One of them decided in overtime. Actually, last 3 or 4 losses were 1-goal games. Our goalies are not gonna steal us anything. Our team is going to have to play good, and I think as long as we do play good, we can see ourselves raising the Stanley Cup. But there's another 1-goal game. Our goalies can't steal us anything. Our players just need to play their asses off every shift and put more pucks in the back of the net than the other team. I know that's like a Pierre Maguire sort of analysis there, but We just need to play good. That's all I'm saying. As we have a really good couple games there. Wow, okay. So we're back to our winning ways. We're doing what I said we were doing. We're getting hot just before the playoffs. I really like that. Where should I go? Is there anybody in the rest of the world? No, there's not. Let's go to the SM Liga. Forwards for 3 weeks, and I'm going to go defense 3 weeks. Alright, so Nedeljkovic won all 3 of his starts there. I'm going to go ahead and keep simming up. And if he goes on a hot streak, I'm going to ride him into the playoffs, except for the last game. I'm going to give him a day of rest and start a Pilka. Hopefully he keeps winning, though. I really hope he does. Alright, game against Edmonton, and then a back-to-back against Anaheim. And he gets the win, so he's on a 6-game winning streak right now. This is the Nedeljkovic that we know. Even if he wins these next 3 games, I'm still starting a Pilka against Calgary. Wow. Oh, okay. So he won 8 in a row and then a shootout loss to Arizona. Man, God, I cannot wait to see what Nedeljkovic brings this team in the future. He's only in 8. Okay, he's 86 overall now. He's 86 overall. He's not even a starting goalie yet. Okay, he is a starting goalie now. But he's going to be a great goalie for us in the future. I predict that he will be the best goalie in the NHL. So Pilka with the final start of the 2018-2019 NHL season, and he gets the win 4-1. We can fall just short of 50 wins with 49. Let's go 49, 28, or 25 and 8 for the second best record in the division. So you know what? Apart from 2 years ago when we were the best team in our division, in the West, in the league, we're not there, but we are a really good team. If we hadn't gone on that bad stretch during the season, I would definitely say that we are easily the President's Trophy winning team. As we take a look at the points here, Wayne Gretzky with 111 points. Playing with Naslund and Bossy is amazing for Gretzky because it allows him to just put up massive amounts of points. He can dish the puck off. He actually scored 50 goals this season too. Every season of his career here, he scored more than 50 goals. So, I mean, hats off to him. Marcus Naslund set a career high in points with 103. Career low in goals, though, so I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but here's Mike Bossy. Also had a career low in goals and a career low in points. Wow. Career high in plus minus. I guess that's something that I like to see, but he didn't take as many shots this year. He had less power play goals. So, you know what? He may have had a down year, quote unquote, but the team did great, so I can't complain. Evgeny Kuznetsov, what does this season compare to the rest of his seasons? Okay, so he fell just short of setting a career high, which he did last year, but since he's joined us, he's been a great player. Couldn't ask for anything more. Scott Stevens, 50 points for him. Not a career high, but you know what? Career low in goals again, but you know what? I don't care. He was a really good player for us. Alright, Austin Matthews, definitely the worst season he's had. I don't really have too much to say about him. His days in Vancouver are numbered. It's sad to say, but you know what? He just doesn't fit into the mold of the team anymore, so now that we have Wayne Gretzky. Ty Reddy had 22 goals for us. Hats off to him. Career high in goals and points. Victor Rask, pretty good season for him. Matthew Tkachuk, in his official rookie season, because he did not play enough games in the previous season to not be considered a rookie. He has 37 points. You know what? Not bad. Only being on that third line. He was a -10, though, on a line that had Jannik Hansen, who was really good defensively, although Matthew Tkachuk is not. Sammy Vatanen with 29. Marcus Kruger 27 on that fourth line. Hats off to him. So yeah, this is how the rest of the team is looking. So yeah, I really like how this team did. Let's take a look at the goalies. Then we can take a look at... Alright, so Nedeljkovic played 53 games this season. Not bad. Pretty good goals against average, 2.53. Pretty good save percentage, 0.918. 34 wins, 16 losses, 2 shootout losses. Apilka didn't have a bad year either. He was really good as a backup, and he has a great future in this league, just unfortunately not with us. So, yeah, and he did end up getting 3 shutouts. So, I'm not going to compare them to the rest of the league just because their amount of games played will not be normal as any starter. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of the league here. Brett Hull playing for the New Jersey Devils, 130 points, topped off with 64 goals. Luke Robitaille also on the New Jersey Devils, 58 goals and 126 points. Ilya Kovalchuk still with the Winnipeg Jets, 72 goals. Wayne Gretzky had 50 with 111 points. I love having these legends in the game. I love seeing a lot of seasons like over a point per game. I think it's absolutely great. I love having these legends in here, and wow, Jared McCann. He must have been centering that line between Brett Hull and Luke Robitaille. God damn it. God damn it. We traded this guy away, and now oh god, he's looking very, very solid. Alright, so just taking a look at the rest of the guys here. There we go. There's everybody who is a point per game. Alexander Ovechkin, still a point per game player at 33. Man, he's good. Let's take a look at the team stats. Second best in the Pacific Division, 106 points for us. You know what? I'm perfectly okay with that. I thought we would be like the best team in the NHL, and for a little while we were. Then we went on a cold stretch just after or just around the All-Star game. We started to heat up after the trade deadline. So, you know, I'm happy with where we ended up. I thought we'd be the best team in the league. And it looks like we will be taking on... Oh, God, who? Who are we taking on? I think we're taking on Arizona. I don't remember what it said once we simulated up to it. But the Anaheim Ducks were the best team in the NHL. We were 5th best in the league. Alright, so yes, we are taking on the Arizona Coyotes. Let's take a look at the playoff tree. And then, yeah. Winnipeg Jets against the Nashville Predators. Minnesota Wild against Chicago Blackhawks. Vancouver Canucks against the Arizona Coyotes. And the Anaheim Ducks against the LA Kings. Philly against Pittsburgh. That's going to be a great matchup. New Jersey against Ottawa. Florida against Boston. And Toronto against Washington. New Jersey is the team that I expect to come out of the East, honestly. I don't know how they didn't finish best in the league, especially with those two superstars on the team. But yeah, so that is how everything is looking. We got the Arizona Coyotes in the first round, my former team that I was the GM of. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and go watch the Arizona Coyotes GM mode series, because I had a lot of fun with that one. And anyway, that'll be all for now. So until next time, then, I'll see ya.